Hello students, today in this lecture I will explain Lenz law and conservation of energy. Then after some examples which were based on Lenz law and conservation of energy. So first of all just see Lenz law and conservation of energy. Okay, so this one is Lenz law and conservation of energy. The statement is that the polarity of induced EMF is such that it tends to produce a current which opposes the change in magnetic flux that produced it. That means the polarity of induced EMF is such that it tends to produce a current. In this diagram, just see, actually this one is bar magnet and the north pole of the bar magnet move towards this coil at that time what happened, actually when this one is moved to this coil, at that time magnetic flux is generated, and that magnetic flux means intensity of magnetic flux is increased. The intensity of magnetic flux is increased because the number of the magnetic field lines is more which one interact with this coil. When this north pole of the bar magnet is moved towards this coil, at that time what happened, at that time actually the number of the magnetic field line interact with this coil, that one is increased, and due to that one is increased, it has some current flow, but the tendency is that actually the produce the current which oppose the change in magnetic flux. Okay, oppose the change in magnetic flux, and that one is only possible if that current flow in counterclockwise direction. That current flow in counterclockwise direction. Just see, actually this arrow is the show of direction of current. So at here you can see this one is the counterclockwise direction. Now in the next way, when this north pole is means move away from this coil, at that time what happened, actually the number of the magnetic field line which one interact with this coil, that one is decreased, and due to that one is decreased, at here the current is flow, but that current is in clockwise directions, so actually this one is behave as the north pole and this one is the behave as the south pole. That means using the Lenz law we can easily find out the directions of current, and either you can say the directions of induced EMF. Okay, so this one is the main application of Lenz law. Now just see some examples which are based on Lenz law and conservation of energy. So this example 6.4, actually this example is to be taken from the textbook 6.4. Just see what the examples want to say. That figure 6.7 means this one, planar loop of different shape moving out of or into a region of magnetic field. Actually this one is magnetic field, this cross, okay, this cross, actually that one is uniform magnetic field. That means in this region uniform magnetic field region. Okay, so which is directed normal to plane of the loop away from the reader. Determine the direction of induced current. In each loop using the Lenz law. Means in this example, actually only the find out the directions of current in a figure, in means first figure, second figure and third figure. Okay, so this one is actually rectilinear. The magnetic, so just see the solution. The magnetic flux through the rectangular loop, this one is rectangular loop, ABCD increase, actually what happened? This loop is coming towards the magnetic field. This rectangular loop coming towards the magnetic field, and if that one is coming towards the magnetic field, that means you know that using the Lenz law, the current flow in counterclockwise direction, the current flow in counterclockwise directions, and counterclockwise direction means C D A B. Okay, counterclockwise means anti-clockwise. Okay, so C D A B, that one is the directions of current. Just see, the induced current must flow along the path B C D A B. B C D A B means B C D A and B, means this one is counterclockwise direction. Why? Because this loop is coming towards the magnetic field, so actually the magnetic field intensity is increased, so current flow in counterclockwise directions, okay, to oppose that magnetic flux. So this one is the first solution of first. Then just see in the second figure, 8 here the loop, actually the loop, that one is coming away from this magnetic field. Okay, this actually this loop coming away from the magnetic field. At that time what happened, the number of the magnetic field which one is interact this coil, that one is decreased, so current flow in clockwise direction. So current is flow clockwise direction. Just see, due to outward motion, magnetic flux through the triangular loop ABC decrease, and due to which the induced current flow along BACB. BACB means clockwise directions. Now the third one, this one is means that loop actually coming away from this magnetic field. Same the second, again here number of the magnetic field which will interact this coil, that one is decreased and that one is decreased, so current flow in clockwise directions. Okay, very similar to second number. Okay, so magnetic flux decrease due to motions of the irregular shape, actually this one is irregular shape, ABCD out of the region of magnetic field. The induced current flow along CDABC, CDABC means clockwise directions. Okay, so this one is example 6.4. Now just see next example, example 6.5. What the examples want to say, that just it here, a closed loop is held stationary in the magnetic field between the north and south pole of two permanent magnet held fixed. Can we hope to generate current in the loop by using very strong magnets? Okay, the question is that a closed loop is held stationary in the magnetic field. This line is stationary in the magnetic field between the north and south poles. So current. So you know that if the magnetic field means if that one is stationary and if that one is stationary, you know that the EMF is equal to d phi by dt, and d phi by dt means change of flux with change in time, but here no change in flux, so you know that no current flow. Okay, so answer of A is no current flow. Just see the solution, no. However, the strong magnet may be current can be induced only by the changing magnetic flux through the loop. Okay, when the magnetic flux is changed, then and then only EMF is induced and current flow. Always remember this thing. But in A option, actually that one is stationary, so there is no chance to change the magnetic flux. Fine. Then the next B part. A closed loop move normal to constant electric field between the plate of large capacitor. Is a current induced in the loop when it is wholly inside the region between the capacitor plate, when it is partially outside the plate of the capacitor. The electric field is normal to plane of the loop. Okay, so actually it here again no current flow, but now the reason is that because current cannot be induced by changing the electric flux. Okay, because it here electric flux is changed. Actually, in this example, in the B part, electric flux is changed and actually no current flow when the electric flux is changed. Fine. So this one is the solution of B. Then just see the C part. A rectangular loop. This one is rectangular loop and circular loop are moving out of uniform magnetic field region. Cross means uniform magnetic field region to a field free region, means this one is field free region. So in which loop do you expect the induced EMF to be constant during the passage out of the field region? The field is normal to the loop. Now you just see this figure. Actually, when this rectangular loop, when coming away from this uniform magnetic field, so the area which one is swept out, that one is constant because this one is linear shape. But it here, because this one is circular, in the starting the area is different, then after different. So it here, area which one is affected, that one is different. So it here no constant, but it here constant. Okay, this one is the solution of C. The induced EMF is expected to be constant only in the case of rectangular loop, means this one. In the case of circular loop, the rate of change of area of the loop during its passage out of the field region is not constant, so induced EMF will vary accordingly. Okay, because in this one actually what happened in the circular, because the area of the loop during its passage out, that one is changed, so EMF is also vary. Here EMF is vary accordingly. So this one is solution of C. Then after D, option means the D part. Predict the polarity of the capacitor in the situation. Just see this figure. And you have to find out the polarity at A and B. So how can you find out? When this north pole of the bar magnet, when the north pole of the bar magnet is direction, means this one is actually moving towards this coil. This one is moving towards this coil. At that time you know that in the coil actually what happened, means when this one is moving towards the coil, at here number of the magnetic field lines which one interact this coil, that one is increased, and actually to resist for that here current flow, or either you can say that EMF is induced, but that current flow is in counter clockwise direction. Counter clockwise directions. So 8 here counter clockwise means A, and then this, actually this one is counter clockwise, and B, that means this one is positive and this one is negative. So polarity is A is positive and B is negative. Just see, the polarity of plate A will be positive with respect to plate B in the capacitor. Fine. So I hope you get these examples and Lenz law. Sometimes this theory and examples may be asked in examinations. Fine. In the next lecture, I will explain the remaining topics of this chapter.